Good morning and welcome back to DX Radio Shop. Well, thank you very much. Settle down, crowd. Settle down, crowd. You're a tough crowd today, tough crowd. Early in the morning, wow. Let me get a chance to get out there and really show you guys what's going on. So, we're going to let this video kind of run for a few moments. It's not going to be a full video. It's just going to be a very short one. As I told you before, I'm not doing any more response videos. This is just going to be a exposure of one's self, right? So, I'm not going to say anything besides the fact of I'm going to let this guy bury himself the rest of the way. So, this is what he wants. He wants a call out. He wants a response video. He's going to get this one and final from me. That's it. So it's going to be a very short video, and I hope you guys find this very interesting because it's going to be very highly interesting and educational for the radio community. Here we go.
All right, welcome back again. Unfortunately, I got to do another response video to old Stewie boy out at DX Radio Shop. Okay, up to his old tricks again, lying to everybody to try to make me look bad and make himself look better. And I know most of you see it. You see right through it. And I know a lot of you look at this as drama, okay? And it is, I'll admit, like I always have admitted, it is drama.
That's about the only thing he ever admitted to up till now. Let's speed this up because he goes on and on about bashing and some other BS and stuff. So let's go over here. We're going to speed this up. Right here.
We're really concentrating on this one paragraph right here, okay?
This one paragraph right here that he says I'm a liar on. Well, number one, I didn't lie about nothing. I called him out. Where's your DBA? He called me out, and I showed you. Where's your DBA, buddy? So, after 3 years, he produces a DBA. A DBA, okay? And I say that because DBAs have a Braille seal. He does not have a Braille seal you're about to see. It's stamped. So let's check this out.
Because this stuff has been said over and over and over and over again in his video.
Yeah, because he still has hidden this for 3 years. Let's go down here. Here we go.
Anyway, for this video, okay, I'm just going to show you I do have a DBA. Okay, so he is lying to you, and I know you all sit there and believe what he said.
Okay, so he produces a DBA. It took 3 years. It took 3 years for him to produce a DBA. I wonder why that is. Why did it take that long to produce a DBA? I don't understand. I'm not sure why it would take a person so long to produce a legitimate certificate. Now, is this legitimate? Maybe they don't do Braille. Usually all states will do Braille, but maybe his state doesn't do that. I don't know. Anyways, he goes on and on about some nonsense. Then we go down here and he says, and his focus is just the DBA, by the way, not tax ID, not nothing else. Whereas back here it says, not a registered business doing business, or does not pay sales tax, does not have DBA, which he produced a DBA, I guess. He does not have a, so not legitimate business or certificates. Well, as far as ham licenses go, I guess you don't need to have a license to repair radios no more. It used to be that way. So it's good practice. It's good practice to do that. It really is. Just keep yourself safe. But I guess you don't need one no more, so whatever. Anyways, now he goes on here and says how he orders all the time through a distributor.
Here's a receipt right here from Ramco. I order from Ramco quite a bit.
Quite a bit. Okay, today's date is October 18th. His video was October 15th. 2 months ago, August 16th is the last time he ordered. He's only ordered 4 times from that company. I know for a fact. So we're not going to go any more into this. We're going to go over here to the facts. Does SL Radio and Cable have a tax ID number? There is no public information confirming that he has one. So right there, he lied. Is he a legitimate company, a business in New Hampshire? No, he is not a legitimate known business company in New Hampshire. Another lie by Kevin. Okay, so very short video, straight to the point. I'm going to let him do his own deal here. That's all I'm doing. Let him do his own thing. Okay, here's his website, right? It says business name. And here's a website. We're going to click on website. Wow. Let's get out of this ad. So it's got a little ad here. Okay, here we go. More ads. Okay, so apparently this is his website, right? Okay. Well, if that's his website, then let's click on to something in the website, shall we? Let's click up here, and let's see what he's got going on. Oh, I don't know. Let's go to About Us. Well, that's not about you. That's about company directory. So he doesn't even have a legitimate website. Okay, so again, the video is just to let him prove himself wrong. He did a very good job with that. So I appreciate everybody for watching. Like I said, I'm not going to do any more response videos. This one here was for him to bury himself, and he did a great job doing that. Now, we must think about one thing here, right? Survey says he got the wrong answer. There you go. So, okay. He said that he was a legit business in New Hampshire. He's registered. Well, right here, it says, no, he is not. So the answer to the survey says what? Wrong answer, Kevin. You are not a legitimate business at all. You are not a legitimate business at all in New Hampshire. So that's all I wanted to prove out, boys and girls and men and women. I just wanted to point out the facts, let him bury himself. And that's exactly what he just did. So I'm not going to add to it. I'm not going to do anything. All I did was let him speak and rant for a few moments there. You can watch the whole video. He'll probably cry about that. He didn't show the whole video. The whole video of him crying is what he wants you to feel bad for, the sympathy, I guess. But the facts are the facts. The facts are he has no EIN known or registered. Therefore has no tax ID known or registered. If he does, he's not producing the tax ID, which you legally have to have in front of customer viewing. Mine is right on my wall. Every single business you walk into, they have a certificate of authority, tax and finance certificate of authority on the wall for public viewing. You must have that in plain sight. You must be able to produce this and show anybody who questions you. Your EIN number, no. The EIN number is just for your own personal use for tax purposes and any other, because your social is tied to it. But your tax ID certificate of authority, yes, you do. Mine's on my wall. As soon as people walk in, they see it's right there smack dab in front of them as they walk in. The very first thing they see, which is right in the middle of my whole mirage, are my certificates, my degrees, my licenses, everything I've worked hard for and paid for and earned and learned, I've got right here. So you want to call me out? Well, there's your call out, buddy. And yeah, I've produced everything 100%, which is all verifiable. Like, he calls me on all my stuff, and now look at how he got quiet for the last 2 months. And people said, why'd you go quiet, Kevin? Oh, because Stu got verified. Oh, that's right, because you got proven wrong again. Now here we are. Says that he's legit business. Well, Google says no. It says right there, black and white, guys, all highlighted in blue. It says right in front of you, no, SLC Radio Cable is not a known legitimate company in New Hampshire. So there's your facts. I always tell people, do your homework. Before you send a radio to a hack shop, a fraudulent CB shop, and have it all hacked up with swing kits and his PPE, he calls positive peak expansion. He doesn't know a damn thing. Please, guys, do not send your radios to shops like that. You will only get them damaged. And eventually they'll end up on my bench anyway, or somebody else's bench, who knows what they're doing to fix the mistakes. And then you got to pay more money on top of that, because you pay him to screw it up. Then you pay us to fix his mistake, and then you got to pay us to correct it. It's not worth the money. It's not worth the headaches. Do your homework. Do your research. And I'm sure we'll have plenty more videos that he'll put out here best. And I don't care. He's already buried himself. This video proves that. I just let him bury himself the rest of the way. All I did was help him point out the facts. That's it. So I could care less what he does anymore. So we're not going to see no more posts on mine. You can't get any more pure proof 100% than this. Google it. Do it yourselves, guys. Google it. And just type in, is SLC radio and cable legitimate in New Hampshire? That's all you got to put in. And it says right there, no, SLC radio cable is not a known legitimate company in New Hampshire. Which tells you what? He's a fraud. It is what it is. And we went back to the whole EIN thing, right? To see if he was even legit with that. There is no public information confirming if SLC radio cable has an EIN, employee identification number. But if you do look at some other stuff here, if you go to public records on this, right here, the name may be a misunderstanding or a typo because the search has results for Slave Lake Communications Ltd. SLC point to a telecommunications company in Alberta, Canada. How ironic is that? He picks SLC, which is a communications for RF radio communications company located in Alberta, Canada. How about it, guys? Pretty fishy. I smell a fraud. So there you have it. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate your support. And again, take it for what it's worth. I'm not out here to bash like he says I am. I'm just out here pointing the facts, letting him bury himself. He did an excellent job burying himself in this last video of his rant. And I hope you guys learn from this. I hope this really opens the rest of your eyes so you don't drink that poison Kool-Aid he's been delivering out to everybody. And if you look at his YouTube views, they've gone down to single digits, double digits. He's not getting the views anymore. His channel's pretty much dead because of all the lies, deceptiveness, and the rants that he does. He's not producing legitimate videos. People are still asking for showing your work live stream. He refuses to do exactly that. Then he points the finger, well, people only do members because they got to hide. No, good shops do memberships on YouTube because you pay for a service. You provide us with funding to keep our channel growing so our channel can help educate you and teach you much more. That's what we do. Along with any other company out there, many companies have memberships only, not just for radio repair shops or CB shops or ham communications. They've got them all over the place because, again, we are here to educate you. You pay for our education. When you go to college, you don't just walk in and say, hey, you can't hide nothing. You got to teach me for free, man. That's just how it goes. No, you pay them to teach you. That's what you do. You pay to go to college. Well, you pay a membership on YouTube for us to educate and show you things, to teach you things. That's what you do. So it goes hand in hand, and it is what it is. People who do memberships don't hide. We protect our investments, our business, so we don't give away our answers for you guys for free to sit here and nitpick and say, I figured that radio out for little Johnny down the road. And then little Johnny finds out, well, hey, I got a question for you. How did you actually troubleshoot that? Well, I can't explain it to you because you wouldn't understand. Oh, so you're going to dumb down little Johnny down the road because you don't know how to answer this question because you didn't fix it. You don't know how you fixed it. You just went to a video and said replace this part. And you got lucky, and that happened to be the part that was bad. Maybe the next time you have the same problem, it may not be that part. It could be something different. Now you're SOL. See what I mean? So it is what it is. Anyways, guys, enjoy your weekend. And like I said, this is just going to be a self-exposing video of what he had just produced on his own. All we did was point out the facts and let people read on Google exactly what they are. So I hope you guys understand this. And please don't take this as a negative video on my part. I'm just helping the guy out. He wants to bring me into his bashing party. Well, let's honor that, and we'll step up to the plate and do what a real man does. Let's help him out. Let's give him his little party, his little 15 minutes of fame, and there you have it. So now you clearly can see for your own eyes on Google search. I didn't put it on Google. I just typed in, is he legit? Nope. Got an EIN? Nope. What about the website? Nope. Okie dokie. So that tells me what? Fraud. So I should walk away and not send my radios to a fraud CB shop. That's all we're saying. Have a good day, guys. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe. Thank you all for watching here at the DX Radio Shop. I really appreciate everybody. And I hope that everybody really has a smart chance to go to Google and do your homework first. If you don't have a paid, legitimate website, if you don't have proof by going live stream and showing your work, if you don't talk in explicit detail and show how to use your equipment, If you ain't got your certificate, your licenses, and all this other stuff to prove your skill set and your background and your degree, then I would not send your radios to there. When you walk in a DX radio shop, it's all on my wall. Every time people walk in, the first thing they see when they walk in is right there. They can't avoid it. And they look up thinking, wow, holy moly, look at all this. Yeah, because they're all legit. It's all been verified. So, all right, guys. Anyways, good morning. Have a great day.